Alright, so I'm going to show you how to set up a Minecraft server, how to host it on a Windows 10 computer. So basically what you're going to do is from your Windows Start page, you're going to go to your browser and you're going to go to minecraft.net. Again, minecraft.net, not minecraft.com. It's going to come up here. The website's going to look like this. You're going to go over here where it says menu, and you're going to click on menu, and you're going to go down to trail and download. You don't need to log in to do this. It's going to bring up this web page, play with your friends. This section here, Minecraft Realms, what you need to click on is set up your own Minecraft server. You're going to click on that right there. And then right here, it's going to say download Minecraft server 1.12.jar, 12.2.jar. In this case, that's the latest version as of this video. So you're going to click on that. It may come up with some windows. You'll just click yes, I want to download it. Yes, I understand whatever it's saying, and it's going to download. Mine shows it down here because I'm using Google Chrome. If you're not using Google Chrome, we're going to go find it later, so don't worry about it if it doesn't look exactly the same. Then you're going to open up another window and you're going to go to Google. And from Google, you're going to type in Java download. You want to make sure you're running the latest version of Java. You may think you are, you probably are, I don't know, but you're going to go here, java.com/download. It's going to be the first one in the Google search results. And you're going to click on this free Java download, or you're going to click on download up here, because this may have an error message if you don't have the latest version. Actually, you can see on my Google Chrome, it came up with a message, this type of file can harm your computer, do you want to keep it? I'm going to click keep, and again, that's for the Minecraft thing that's going on down here. If you're using Chrome, it'll look like this. If you're not, it's fine. So you're going to click on the Java download. It's going to say here, agree and start free download. I'll click on that, and then as you can see, my Java is downloading. If yours doesn't look like this, again, it's fine. It's not a big deal. You're going to open up another window, and you're going to go to Google. And once you get to Google, you're going to ask Google, what's my IP address? And then Google's going to tell you your IP address. All right, so now that you have your IP address, you don't want to give that up to just anybody, your friends, that's fine, but anyways. So you're down here to where the start button is. All right, and you're going to right click, not left click, but right click. It's going to bring up this fancy little menu here, and you're going to click on run. And then you're going to type in here notepad. All right, all one word, notepad, and press enter. It's going to open up your notepad. And once you have the notepad open, you're going to go ahead and get this your IP address here, and you're going to copy it, and you're going to paste it, and you're going to call it IP address. Probably put another D in there. Alright, and then you're going to paste your IP address there, and then that's good. Then you're going to go back down here, and you're going to right click again on the start button, and you're going to go to the Windows PowerShell. It should look something like this. It doesn't necessarily say exactly the same thing inside here, but that's fine. And in your Windows PowerShell, you're going to type in ipconfig, ipconfig, just like that, and then you're going to press enter. It's going to give you a whole bunch of numbers here. The one you need is the IPv4 address, and you're going to write that over here, IPv4, in your notepad. So yours will be 192.168. In your case, probably 1.3 or 1.51. Mine is 5.224. Whatever yours is, just write it down, and then you're going to write down your gateway as well. So this gateway address right here, not the sub, the gateway. Yours should be 192.168.1.1. All right. Whatever yours is, though, just write it down. All right, and then you're done with the PowerShell, so you can go ahead and close that. You're done with your IP address up here because we've written it down here. Java download. I'm going to leave these tabs open. I'm just going to minimize this for now. Alright, and so we're going to keep this notepad open for now while you're doing all this. At the end, you're going to close this out. You're not going to need to save it or anything. And you're going to go down here, click on the Start button, and you're going to click on File Explorer, this little folder icon, and it's going to open up this default like Windows thing. You're looking for downloads. It may be here on the left. It may be right here. And you're just going to open it up, and you're going to see that Java setup and the Minecraft server, both those. Don't double-click them. If you already double-clicked the Minecraft server, one, it's going to expand some more files. You don't want that to happen. You can just delete all that and re-download the Minecraft server. All right, but the one you do want to open up is the Java setup. So you can double-click on that. Windows is going to come up with an error message. Yes. You're just going to click yes to any error messages you have. If you're running Norton or antivirus stuff, it's going to come up with messages. It's fine. And you're going to click here on install. So while that's installing, you're going to find somewhere for your Minecraft server to be. This is where you're going to keep your Minecraft server. It can be in your documents folder, wherever you want to keep it. I'm going to do it right here on the desktop. And so you're just going to create a new folder. I'm going to call mine Minecraft server. It doesn't matter what you call it. I just like to keep things simple. So that's where my Minecraft server is going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and open up that folder. So now I have this folder right here on my desktop opened up, and it's called Minecraft server. If your folders don't look like this, if your downloads folder looks different or whatever, you can always in the folder go up here and click on View, Extra Large Icon View. You can go to just any different view that you want, small icon view. The view I'm going to be using is this view called the Details view. So if you go to View and you click on Details, that's the one that I like to use the most. So again, View and Details. Alright, so you're going to take that Minecraft server from your Downloads folder, alright, the one that you weren't supposed to open up, that you haven't opened up, that you haven't double-clicked yet. Again, if you did, just delete it and re-download it. You're going to drag and drop that into your Minecraft server folder that's on your desktop, and so it's going to be inside that folder there. Okay. Again, in the background we have the Java setup going, and that's fine. So now that you've dragged and dropped that into your server folder, that's fine. It's good there. You can close out your server folder. It's inside there. Alright, and your download still has the Java. You can't delete that yet because it's still installing, so it won't allow you to do that. And so once your Java setup is complete, it'll say you have successfully installed Java. Yours may come up with a message and say, do you want to make Yahoo or MSN or something your home page? You can click yes to that, or you can click I don't want to do that. Mine didn't ask me that. Java usually asks questions like that. But you'll get to this point eventually. You've successfully installed Java. Once you get there, you're going to go ahead and click Close, and it's going to open up a window, and you can just close out that window. You're not going to need that. Alright, then you're going to go down here, and you're going to right-click on Start, and you're going to click on Run, and you're going to type in Control Panel, just like that, Control Space Panel. You're going to press Enter, and it's going to open up your control panel. There's several different views for the control panel. It could be in the category view. We're going to go to the large icon view or small icon view, and you're looking for where it says File Explorer Options. You're going to click on that. It's going to open up this window here, and you're going to go up here to the View tab, not the General tab, but the View tab. You're going to look for where it says Hide Extensions for Known File Types, and you want to make sure that's unchecked. By default, it's going to be checked. That has to be unchecked for the next step. Alright, so make sure that's unchecked. You're going to click Apply, and then you click OK, and then you can close that out. You're going to go back to that folder where your Minecraft server is. You're going to open up that folder, and now it's time to go ahead and double-click the Minecraft server. When you double-click the Minecraft server, it's going to open up. It's going to generate some more folders and files in here. Alright, so that's your Minecraft server. If you double-click the Minecraft server again, it's going to try and open the server, and it's going to immediately close. So if you look, it popped up, and it immediately closed, and it was like, 1 second that it was open. And that's because right here the EULA.txt file needs to be opened, and you need to change where it says EULA equals false to true. Okay? And you have to spell it right. T-R-U-E. And then you're going to click File and Save. Alright? And then close that out, and then you're going to double click on it again to see if it opens. It should open, and it should stay open. Alright? Mine opened, and mine closed. If yours opened and closed, again, just double check that, make sure you have TRUE. Alright, just like that. No additional spaces, nothing else, and that you saved it. Alright, that has to be that way for it to work. Again, I'll try mine again. Mine's not going to work for a different reason. I already have a server running, so if you don't have any other servers running, yours should open up that box. If it did and that box stayed open, that's great. Just save there, stay there. If yours closed again, this is something else you need to check. Server properties, and you're going to change the server port number. You can only have one server per port to something different. I just changed mine. Whatever your server port is, you just change it to something different than what it was. You don't have to do this step, that step that I just did, if your box opened up and stayed open. Mine's going to open up and stay open, and then we'll all be on the same page here. So now mine stayed open. The only reason it closed the first time was the EULA. It didn't say true. And the second time it didn't open is because I was already running a server on the same port number. And we'll get to that in just a second. So everybody should be right here. And once your server is open, that's fine. Your server is up and running. However, there's a few more steps we need to do. So you're going to go ahead and close your server, and you're going to go down here to some open area. So everybody needs to be here. This is for everybody. You're going to close out the server, and it should look just like this. And you're going to right-click in here, and you're going to go to New, and you're going to go to Text Document. And you're going to type in the word start.bat. Sorry about my typing there. Start.bat, and then press Enter, and it's going to say, are you sure you want to change it? And you're going to click Yes. And you're going to see the little file with the gears, and it's going to say start.bat, and it's going to be a Windows batch file. If you couldn't do this and yours stays a text file, that's because back in the previous step, if you just rewind the video a little bit, when we changed that hide extension file for known file types, that needed to be unchecked. If it wasn't unchecked, you can't do this. But if everybody followed directions, it should look like this with the gears, and it should say start.bat. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to double click to start.bat, and oh, it may not open. So that's fine. You can just right click on it and click edit, and it's going to open up in Notepad. Okay, it doesn't matter where it opens up. It should open up in Notepad. If you ask you to choose, you just click Notepad. And it's just going to be a blank Notepad document. That's your start.bat file. Okay, then you're going to go back to your browser. You're going to go back to where you downloaded Minecraft, where you clicked on that whole thing to download it, and you're going to get this information right here. All right, and you're going to copy that, and then you're going to go to your start.bat in Notepad. All right, and you're going to paste this. Okay. Now, something to make sure is that where it says in your Minecraft server folder, it says Minecraft server.1.12.2.jar. That needs to match this right here, Minecraft server.1.12.2.jar. These two things need to be exactly the same. If yours has parentheses and it has 1, 2, or 3 because you had multiple failed attempts at downloading a server, or for whatever reason it's different, you either need to change this to match that file name, or you need to go here and rename this file by right-clicking on it and name it the same as this 1.12.2. I only say this because this happens to a lot of people. But once you have that in there, you're going to go ahead and click File and Save. So this is your start.bat, and it needs to have that code that you got off the Minecraft website where you downloaded the Minecraft server. All right, then you're going to close that, and then when you double click on this bat file, it's going to open up your server in a black box. All right, and that's what you want. All right, so now the server's up and running, and this is going to be the way you're going to always open the server. Okay, so you're not going to be clicking here where it says Minecraft server, you're going to be clicking on your start.bat file. So anytime your server is closed, you're just going to click on that. This black box needs to be open for the server to run. If this black box is not open, no one will be able to log onto your server. Okay, so this is always going to be open anytime you want people to be able to log onto your game. You can minimize it if you don't want to see it on your desktop. We're going to go ahead and close out the folder. I'm going to leave the server open here for just a minute. And my server, right here, it's going to say starting Minecraft server on, and yours is going to say 255.65 probably. Mine says 72. Whatever that is, we need that. That's going to be the port number. So we're going to go over here to the notepad and we're going to type in port. And in my case, it's going to be 255.72. Yours is probably going to be 65. Okay, so that's going to be another number you're going to need. Then you're going to go down here and you're going to right click on the start button again, and you're going to click on run. And you're going to type in, we'll go to control panel again. So you're going to type in control space panel just like that, and then click OK. It's going to open up your control panel, and this time you're going to go to the category view. It's just easier for me. So category view at the drop down, system and security, Windows Firewall, allow an app or feature through the Windows Firewall. You're going to click on this right here. You're going to click on change settings, and then you're going to scroll down, all right, until you find Java. Java SE binary, Java Platform SE binary. All of these, the both public and private, need to be checked. If they're not checked, go ahead and check both of them on both sides. They all have to be checked. Okay? And then you're going to click OK. If you can't change it, it's because you didn't click change settings up here. So you're going to click that change settings, and go down here and make sure they're all checked. Then click OK. All right, so once that's done, we can close that out. All right, the next thing we need to do is we need to set up port forwarding on your router. So you're going to go back to your browser, and you're going to open up a new window, and you're going to type in this gateway, default gateway number. Yours should be 192.168.1.1. Mine's 5.2. All right. And you're just going to type that in up here, the 192.168. Yours will be 1.1 probably. You're going to press enter, and you're going to log into your router. Your router, the username is going to be most likely admin, A-D-M-I-N. No, I put fine. It's most likely going to be admin for the username. And then your password is probably going to be the word password, the word admin, or it's just going to be blank. All right. Let me type in my password. Or you may have made a custom password, and that's fine too. Doesn't matter. Your router may not look like mine. Everybody's router looks a little different. In your router, you're just going to find, in most routers, it's going to be under a security tab, or you're going to find a route where it says security. Doesn't matter what your router looks like. Just keep clicking until you click on just everything, until you find it should be under security and maybe a thing that says apps and gaming. It may not. What you're looking for, though, is single port forwarding. Somewhere in your router, it's going to have single port forwarding, and you need to click on that. All right, and in your single port forwarding, you're going to be able to add a single port forward rule. All right, and you don't have to, it doesn't have to look like this at all. The only thing that's going to matter is this external and internal port. Protocol doesn't matter if it's TCP or UDP. It needs to be TCP or UDP or both if you have that option. But you're just going to add a rule. It doesn't matter what it's called. Your router may not even have the option to name it. If you have a Linksys router, it's going to look like this. And so for the external and internal port, that's going to be that number, that port number that we wrote down here. All right, yours is going to be 25565 probably. All right, and you're going to need to write that number down. And it's going to be the same number. So if yours is 65, it's going to be 65 for the internal and external port. All right, and you may just have a spot where you can just put one number. Just depends on the way your router is, but you need to make sure it's that port number that we got that you wrote down. Yours is probably 65 again. And then your device IP address, that's going to be your IPv4 address here. So whatever yours was, 192.168.1.3.51, whatever yours was, you're going to get that number, and you're going to put that here for the device IP address. And then if you have a Linksys router, you're going to click Save. And it looks like it's saved. I mean, everything's there, but it didn't save. You're going to have to click Apply and OK, and then it's going to be saved. All right, so now once you've done that, you're going to go down here to Start, to Cortana, to the search area, and you're going to type in Windows, Firewall, and Advanced Security. This is what you're looking for. You're going to open that up. And then you're going to click on Inbound Rules. Okay, inbound rules, and then you're going to click on Action, New Rule, and you're going to click on Port, and then you're going to click Next. All right, and right here where it says specific local ports, you're going to type in your port number, that 255, in your case probably 65. Mine's 72. And then you're just going to click Next, allow the connection, yep, and all of these checked, yep, and you're going to call it Minecraft 25565, I'm going to call mine 72, and TCP. You can name it whatever you want. This is what I named mine. You can name yours whatever you want, it doesn't matter. And click Finish. And then you're going to go back up and you're going to do, make sure Inbound Rules clicked, Action, and New Rule, and you're going to click Port again, and you're going to go through the same process, only this time you're going to check this UDP, and make sure UDP is checked this time. The same port number, the 255, 65 in your case, in my case it's 72. You're going to click Next, 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 and you can call it whatever you want. That's just what I call mine. Alright, so once you have that done, you're going to do that and close that. Okay, so now that you've done all that, this IP address here that you have in your notepad, you're going to want to go ahead and get that information and keep it. You're going to go ahead and open up Minecraft now. So we're going to test it and see if it works. So I have to open up Minecraft on my Mac computer here. You can use it on your computer, you can use it on a friend's computer, doesn't matter. The most important thing is when you're running your Minecraft is that the version Minecraft you're playing is the same as the server. So since mine is the most recent server and I'm running the most recent version, it's going to work. However, if your Minecraft is on a different version or your server is a different version, you're going to make sure you need to run the one that's the same. So 1.12.2, that's my server. If my server was 1.11.1 or something else, you would go to Launch Options and you would click Add New and you would select the release for the server that you're trying to connect to. You may be trying to connect to an old server that's like 1.8.1. Just whatever your server version was, which again, if you go to your server folder, it's going to be, oh, it's written right here, starting Minecraft server on 1.12.2. So 1.12.2 is the server version that I'm connecting to. So you just need to make sure that you're running the same version. All right, so you'll just add it if it's not in there. In this case, 1.12.2 is the one that I'm connecting to. So I'm going to click on that. Let's see here. 1.12.2, it's opening up. Too patient, my computer's a little slow. You're going to click on multiplayer, and then you're going to click on add server. It doesn't matter what the server name is. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it Minecraft server by default, that's fine. You can have multiple names.